Hi, I'm Jeff. This is Pop, and you're here. Before you get started, Black Lives What do have and will always matter. There'll be links in the description for you to check out and what? Just remember, it is our responsibility to protect black women when, Pop? Every single day. Per. Yes? Right. Period. Okay. Proceed. Yes. Pop, the tripod is not for you to eat. Please. Please. Thank you. Okay. Happy New Year, y'all. Ciao. Now, today's video, instead of giving y'all a end of the year wrap up, which I don't know, I might still do. First and foremost, y'all see the setup is new, okay? I moved on Christmas. So, excuse the alarm. It will be beeping, okay? It's just, I don't know how to open it to take the batteries out. Because I have a new alarm. That's just the old one, but I don't know how to take the batteries out, okay? It's not working. So, currently, all of my red books are locked away deep in the abyss. But if you guys want an end of the year wrap up of all the books that I read, I will do that for y'all. It will just come just a little bit later, okay? Yes, so instead of doing that, I decided, first, I don't remember who I saw say this on Twitter, but they were talking about doing an unfinished books video. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So this is my unfinished books of 2021 video. Let's go. Alright, y'all know I'm a mood reader. Y'all know this. This is not new information. This is old news at this point. Like, it's just, let's be clear that these are not DNF books. Well, I think one of them is a DNF book. Not even gonna hold you, child. But all of these are just books that I started either, I think these are all 2021. There might be a few from 2020, but I probably tried reading them again in 2021, and clearly if they are in this video, they did not work. Okay, so let's just get into the books. Let's just get into it. First, we have Neon Gods by Katie Robert. Okay, boom. This is a Hades and Persephone's retelling. Persephone retelling. So basically, right, Persephone is the daughter of, I do not remember, but Persephone's mother is a member of one of the 13 houses, Greek mythology, all that. And her mom is like, hey, yo, you're gonna marry Zeus. And Persephone said, I would rather die than marry Zeus. And literally, y'all, she goes down to the underworld. And Hades, Zeus's estranged brother, finds her, saves her, and they basically, just work together. Hades has her because it's like, hey, yo, like, bro, you think you big and bad, but your lady don't even want you. You feel me? And Persephone is just, I would rather be with the devil than marry Hades, which, that's a bad drawing. Like, imagine someone running to the underworld to escape marrying you. Like, that's a bad drawing, okay? But they end up falling in love, and, this is just their retelling. And last I remember, her sisters called her from the underworld, and she was like, Miss Girls, I'm not coming back. And then that's when they were like, well, Zeus is looking for you. And then she was like, well, he can look all he want, but I ain't coming home. And I did not get very far, but I know that I had switched to the audiobook because for some reason the words just were not hitting the same reading than listening. I don't know. All I know is, I gotta finish this, okay? Okay. Next we have Jericho Brown's The Tradition. Honestly, y'all, I am almost done. What the heck? It's a book of poetry. Y'all, honestly, I don't know why. Just why. I'm gonna actually put this over to this side so that I can finish it once this video is done, because what? Anyway, this is a book of poems by Jericho Brown, and he basically just explores the question of why Black people are accustomed to terror. Like, if it's terror in the classroom, if it's terror at home, in the workplace, in the bedroom, like, it's just, you know, just a little collection of poems explaining, just giving the terrors a voice. And honestly, y'all, it was very, very good. It's just, I think I put it down and just forgot to pick it back up. Like, I'm gonna put it down, you gonna fall in love. Like, I fell in love and then I put it down. Like, the song is in reverse. Like, it was really gooey, you feel me? Next. I'm gonna stop doing it because clearly. Okay, next we have The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie and Fitch. Okay, this is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I started this a while ago, probably not even 2021. I think it was in a, I don't remember, but I just know that this, I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I had started it, and then I started the audiobook, and then I was just like, oh. So this is the first book in a trilogy, right? And it's about Logan Nine Fingers is a barbarian, and Captain Jezel Dan Luther, he is just chilling, just living his life. Nobleman, dashing officer is what is written here. But there's about to be a war, and then Glockta was a cripple, right? And then okay, now I'm starting to remember. Now I'm starting to recall. He was a cripple who turned into a torturer. I remember this man. This man had a limp. Like, he was walking with a limp like a pimp. Like, that man was really, okay? And Bayaz is a wizard. And he, you know, terrible temper, horrible assistant. He could be the first of the Magi, but he's about to make everybody's lives more difficult. So Logan, Jezel, and Glockta, period. There's murder conspiracies, and they have to work together. Child, I don't know. But all I know is that when I was reading this was giving me torture. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't want to say this so excitedly, but it was giving torture, and kind of like that. Kind of like it. I cannot remember why I stopped this, because let me tell you, I really think that this was a older book. I don't think I'll try to read it in 2021, but it's here now. And it's a book that I really do need to get back to, because it was actually very good. And I had switched to the audiobook, and the reader was very nice. So, next. Y'all, this next book, when I tell you, I have one question for myself. Are you not embarrassed? Because this is embarrassing. Y'all, why I never finished Rebel Sisters? The book, the dust jacket is somewhere, okay? Y'all know I take my dust jackets off. It's somewhere. It's rolling in the deep. Like, I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere, okay? Let me tell y'all a secret. Come. Let me tell y'all a secret. Look closer. I did not read not one Tochi on your Bucci book last year. Not one. This was my Tochi book for last year. This and Skinfolk. I tried reading this book like 3 times, and it's not bad. I don't want y'all out here thinking that this book is bad, because anything Tochi touches turns to gold. Like, and you know, that's not up for debate. Argue with your mama, not me. But he is probably like one of my favorite authors of all time. And but I will say the issue that I do have a little bit with Tochi books, I'm sorry. It's not really an issue, because it does come in handy. It's just, it's a slow beginning. And then once you think that you're over it, bam. Like, that's what happened with War Girls. That's what happened with Beast Made of Night. That's what happened with Crown of Thunder. What else have I read by him? Well, that's all he has out right now. I have that anthology. I have Skinfold. Okay. Those are the ones that I've read, okay? But I have all his books. Like, when I say I have all his books, anything that has Tochi's name on it, I have. The only book by him that I do not have is Goliath. And why you think that is, class? Because Goliath is in transit, okay? Well, it's not published yet, but it will be in transit soon. I have pre-ordered Goliath back in like May. Like, Tochi, okay? But yes, Rebel Sisters, this is the second book to War Girls. These two sisters, Oni and Ify, they are, I guess for lack of a better word, cyborgs. And they were basically here to like fight this war, but then there was a war, the Biafran War, right? But then they eventually got separated, and Ify spent the whole book, yeah, Ify's the younger one. Ify spent the whole book looking for Oni because she was plotting revenge on her good sis, literally. Like, she was trying to kill her because of some stuff. Well, because she felt abandoned, which I guess makes sense. And Oni just thought that, you know, her little sister was dead, and she was like the beast of the Biafrans. Like, she was ruthless. She was out here like murdering, like with no second thought, no nothing. But that's just because, you know, she lost her sister. She didn't think she had nothing to live for, whatever. But that book, period. Representation, period. Okay, and this is the second one. Some stuff happened. Can't really get into it if you haven't read it yet. I don't know what you're waiting for, but out of respect, I'm not gonna tell y'all the ending. But this is just the continuation of that. And I like I said, I started like 2-3 times, and I just kept putting it down, y'all. Like, look. Can y'all see? Can y'all see that? My little chapter markers are in here. My bookmark is still in here. And I just am so disappointed in myself. Baby girl, it's giving, like, just, are you not embarrassed? Because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Like, let's just move on, because I don't even want to think about it no more. Next, we have Slay by Brittany Morris. Now, I know y'all tired of me talking about this book because I keep bringing it up. I feel like every 2-3 months, this joint is back in my TBR. Like, I don't know. Okay, so basically, this is about, what's her name? Let me tell y'all. Kira, right? She goes to this preppy white school, has this black boyfriend with locks who also goes to the preppy white school. So by day, she's, you know, I guess like the token black person at her school, because any questions about black people, they look to her, because it's just her and her boyfriend who are black at that school, right? And so she's surrounded by whiteness, just a wave of whiteness. It comes and goes in waves, but it never goes in waves because she's just always around white people, you feel me? But at night, she has a video game that she stored in that is only for black people. It's an online RPG game, right? And, you know, you can make your character. The only rule, you can make your character, you can battle, you can get points, you can get money, you can just live your life, like, in your complete black nerdiness, okay? And that's the only rule to join the game. Like, you have to be black. Like, you just have to be black. And it's just, you know, a space for us by us, which I completely agree with, right? And there was this tournament. Somebody wins in the tournament, right? But then, like, a few days later, someone in real life dies. Like, someone gets killed as a result of the tournament. Not as a result of the tournament, but these were just so mad that they lost the tournament, whatever, that they literally, like, in real life went and killed the real. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they thought this was Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. When you die, you come back for like 3 tries. But they really went and killed somebody, right? And so now her game gets exposed, and now all these people are like, This is what happens when you give black people their own space. Everyone should be allowed to join. Why is it only black people? And she's like, because of this. This is why that it's only black people. Like, y'all preach exclusion until it's black people trying to do something. Now it's everybody should be included. But the country club, not everybody's included there. So what's really the tea for me? Oh, so boom. So nobody knows that Kira is the creator of the game, right? And so now she has to juggle between her blackness and fitting in, you know what I'm saying? Like, her boyfriend doesn't even know, her parents don't know, her sister doesn't know, nobody knows that this is her game. Especially now with this murder that's happening, now nobody really knows that it's her, right? And I stopped this book. This book, a very specific reason, I was actually low-key triggered. There's a part where this white girl wanted to like interview Kira on hair and stuff, and like black hair or whatever. And Kira was like, why is it that every time that it's me, that it's a black issue, you feel like you could talk to me, like you have other black friends? And they were like, oh. But my real issue was her boyfriend. Remember I told you her boyfriend has locks, right? And I don't remember if the white girl had gone to touch it or they were just making some really like ignorant comments about it. And I was just like, what we not finna do is play in my face. And that kind of just triggered me just like a little bit, because as someone with locks who's had locks for 4.5 years, it's just really frustrating when not only, like, one, being the token black person, I've done that. That was my ministry for a long time. So that was already getting to me because I was relating. And then with the whole locks thing and then the touching in and the doing all of that, I was like, no, like absolutely not. So that kind of treated me just a smidge Niana. But it was very good. And it was very good that I related to the character as much as I did. And the other characters, well, the other black characters, as much as I did. Like, I get it. I get it. And I really enjoyed it while I was reading it. But I don't know. It was just that hair conversation and the locks conversation just did something to me where it was just like, yo, I got to put this book down for a little bit. Now, you remember I said there was going to be probably like one book that is in this unfinished book of 2021 books that I will probably never finish, right? Ever. Like, one DNF. This is it. This is it. This is Lovecraft Country by Matt Ruff. No, absolutely not. No. No, I can't. As for me and my house, I'm not reading no books with black representation written by no white man. I think that was my main issue. I think that was the problem. They didn't even get a black narrator for the book, for the Audible. Like, it was just, at least give me a little something, a little spice. Like, just give me something. Give me something. Give me something. Okay, so this book is about this man, Atticus. His father goes missing. He is accompanied by George, his uncle who wrote the Safe Negro Traveler Guide, and Letitia, right? They go into Mr. Broadway's house, and he's the heir of the estates that Atticus, he's the heir of the estate that owned Atticus's ancestors, right? So they go back, and basically they need to sacrifice. They sacrificed the dad or something, and they needed to sacrifice him so that the magic can be released to the estate or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's just subconsciously I have a problem with white men writing about racism as if they're black. I don't really know what my issue is with this book here. I just know that as for me and my house and my Pop Smoke here, who is laid to the right, I don't think I could do it. And honestly, I might actually just go back to it just to say that I finished it, because I don't like no DNF books. But I don't know. It was just I don't know if I just wasn't following the story, but something happened, and the next thing you know, a portal opened, and it was this monster trying to escape the portal. And I said, how do we even get to the portal? Like, maybe I'm just not a good reader. Like, maybe it's me. I love that Journey Smollett and my baby daddy, I'm sorry, whose name I do not know, I'm sorry, but sorry, Journey Smollett, but this book Smollett me down. This book Smollett me down, child. Let's just move on, because truly, that's all I can say. That's all I can say about that one, child. Next we have Creek Crack, okay? That's how you say it. Creek Crack. Creek Crack, okay? By Edwidge Dotica. Okay, sorry, Papa. Hi, am I being too loud? Is this too much energy for you? I'm sorry, I'll turn it down. This is a short anthology of Haitian stories. Honestly, for real, like, that's just it. Like, it's just short stories talking about the strength of Haitian women, and just like, I guess, old wives' tales that every Haitian person has heard growing up, and she just, you know, just does a little short story, little anthology. I really actually really enjoyed what I was reading. Like, I think I got to chapter 3. I say it's short stories, but like, the short stories kind of intertwine into one story. It's like, but this is really given, and I'm gonna put this in the get to it before the end of the month pile, okay? I'm putting this book in the pile too, child. This is Luster. Let me show y'all. Not me almost done. Not me almost done and then putting it down. I'm literally here where I'm at. Here's where I'm at, y'all. I'm finishing this book today because every time I see it, I get mad. I'm on page, what this say? What this say? What that say? 183. I'm out of 227. That's 83, 93, 03, 13, 23. That's 47 pages. And I don't know. Okay, so this is about Raven Leilani. Nope, Raven Leilani is the author. This is about Edie, okay? Stumbling through her 20s. Aren't we all? And just she's in Bushwick, has a little admin job, and then she meets Eric, right? Eric has a family, and Eric, you know, is in an open marriage with his wife. They have rules. But you know, she got that why you make it, got that good, like, period. That's what Edie got. So now Mr. Sir is breaking all his rules, okay? And it was just, you know, casual flirt and sex or whatever. And then one day, the wife becomes her friend. And they become like besties or whatever. Like, that's my best friend, for real. And next thing you know, Edie is unemployed and is living up in Eric's house. And basically the reason that the wife was like, hey, come stay with us, is because these two white people went and adopted a black girl, and they don't know how to do anything. I remember this one scene, she was like learning, like, she didn't know how to do her hair. Like, she didn't even know how to do her hair. And for black women, hair is very important. Whether you lock it, you have it natural, you put in a wig, a weave, whatever you do, like, hair is very important. Even if you shave it off, like, very, very important. And the girl didn't even know how to do her own hair. And so Edie was just, you know, doing little things to help her. And that's when the wife realized, like, hey, it might be good to have, you know, a black person around to show me how to raise my black daughter. this pile. You know where it's going. Oh, let me stop. Let me not wake up my son, child. Next we have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is about Alex Stern. She got into an accident, and the next thing you know, she gets accepted to Yale, and she dropped out of school real early. 20, she's a sole survivor of a horrific unsolved multiple homicide. Yeah. Okay, so at the hospital bed, she's offered a chance to go to Yale on a full scholarship. She said, okay, she's there, arrives in New Haven, Connecticut, and learns about the secret societies and stuff, right? Yeah. But, you know, these secret societies getting a little too crazy. They tamper with forbidden magic. They raise the dead. They prey on the living. Honestly, I stopped this book. It just wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. But, 'twas good. You know? Next. Now this video ended up being 87 minutes long, child. Okay. Next we have Jade City by Fonda Lee. I'm not going to say too much about this because why have y'all not read it? But again, why have I not finished it? You know what I'm saying? So the Green Bones, there's a war. Hilo is my husband. I stopped reading this book because I don't remember, but it's giving. It's definitely giving 5 stars. I didn't even finish it. So it's giving, you know what I mean? I just wasn't ready to receive, I don't think. But now we are. Oh, baby. Now we are. I'm finna come back. I gotta charge my camera. So when I come back, if the lighting is different and the situation looks different, you know why. BRB.